the entire idea of this project was to demonstrate that how even a small plot of house can be as open as possible. The house has been imagined as an introvert space because the couple, they wanted to feel safe. They are an old age couple in their 60s. They have a son who is living abroad, and he often visits them. It is a residential neighborhood having low-rise bungalows all around. So this is the main road of the locality, and this is a road which takes you inside the society, and this is another road which directly comes on the side. The plot is roughly 36 feet by 36 feet, around 1,365 square foot of plot area. This is a road here. If you see the site, it has been covered by all these residential houses from all along. So the only possible opening was from the front side. This is our south. This is our north. The sun path is actually going from here, leaving the 6 foot from the side and from the back. So eventually we are talking about a floor plate of 30 feet by 30 feet. So we are talking about a 900 square foot floor plate. So this is the area where actually we have to design and we have to orient ourselves. This becomes the entrance for the house, the west entrance. The ground floor is extensively used for the couple's everyday life. The second floor is kept for his sons when they are visiting from the abroad. So the master bedrooms and the guest bedroom are on the second floor, and the top floor is dedicated for entertainment zones. They wanted a house which is a very Vastu oriented. We have divided the entire house into 3 grids vertically. So we have a first grid which is around 12 feet. We have another grid which is around 6 feet, and another grid which we are talking about 12 feet. The entire site has been divided into 4 quadrants: the southeast, the northeast, the northwest, and the southwest. It helps us to structure our plan in a very simple manner. So we have another grid which is going from here and here. So this is again a 12 feet, 6 feet, and 12 feet. This becomes a circulation area, and these 4 quadrants gives us 4 major part of the ground floor. So this becomes our kitchen. This becomes our dining. This becomes our puja. And this is a master bedroom for the old age couple who are living on the ground floor. And the very important idea is the double height living area. We wanted to create a house which will feel very open, and this idea of double height living space has came out from that idea. You are entering from the road, and this is your entrance from the west. When you enter in the house, you are looking at a continuous access, and then you are coming into a double height living space over here. We have proposed a vertical circulation in a way that it become part of everyday life, rather than hiding our services. And then whenever you are moving from this staircase, you are somehow interconnected with the double height space. So the lady of the house, during her morning puja rituals, she wanted her kitchen, dining and puja area to be isolated from the main house. We have created a bay, I would say, which cater the kitchen, the dining and the puja area for herself. So whenever she is occupied with her puja routine, at the same time she can also be a part of the cooking activities. We have created a double height space for puja also. When you are inside the puja room, there is always a natural light falling into that space. The same grid follows on the upper floor itself. This is the double height living room and a staircase. These two quadrants becomes the bedroom. So this is our master bedroom with a walk-in wardrobe and a toilet. And this is our another bedroom, a walk-in wardrobe and a toilet. It creates a very interesting extended balcony for this bedroom. So what happens is, when you come out, it itself become a part of this bedroom, this area, and you can look into the double height open space. The master bedroom, what does it do is, there is a very interesting full height window which we have provided, and it directly opens into a double height balcony over here, and that looks into the main road. Whenever you are vertically climbing on the upper floors, your eyes are always on the double height living room. When you are walking on the staircase and on the passage, what you can see is this wonderful wooden ceiling which we have created. It creates a kind of enclosure to the double height space, and also the kind of lights which are hanging from that. In the night, it creates a wonderful moonlight effect for the entire space. For both the bedrooms, we have created a very subtle kind of a tone. So if you see a master bedroom, we have used a tone of purple. For the guest bedroom, we have created a wonderful pattern which is in a MDF, and then we have covered that with the PU finish with a grey tone to that. For all the bathrooms in the house, the overall selection of the tile has been decided by keeping in the mind that they should not have any kind of a glossiness. So all the bathrooms have been created into a matte finish, and then we have tried to create some kind of patterns in that. Talking about the second floor, on the two sides of passage, we have a multi-purpose hall which overlooks into a double height balcony, and then we have a powder toilet, and then we have uncovered balcony. On the other half, we have a huge open terrace. Client wanted that open space to become their everyday entertainment and relaxing area. We have put a circular cutout. If you see the entire house, everything is orthogonal. So we wanted to break that monotony, and we have introduced a different geometry here, and which creates a very interesting chirography. Because of the very small plot area, we have worked on very different scales of double height spaces. It brings a lot of natural light and ventilation into the house, and at the same time it creates a lot of visual connectivity between the spaces. This is the plinth, 3 feet 6 inches from the road level. Because of the south, we knew that there was a lot of heat going to come from that direction. So we wanted to screen that, and we came down to a solution that we are going to use clay brick jali. This is a natural material, and it is a very modular system. In terms of a construction, this is your window from the inside. You have a window here, a window here. We have created a double height jali wall. It let the sun and light come in, but it cut down the harshness of that. At the same time, it also brings the cool breeze coming from the southwest direction. We put our staircase in that double height itself. While you are walking on the staircase, your eyes are always in the double height area. It's a very simple elevation following the grid which we have discussed on the plan. This is the double height brick jali which we have created, and there is another double height balcony which is happening here, and there is another double height balcony which is happening here. So all these double heights are helping us to create a void and mass kind of situation, and it breaks the idea of a small house, and the entire space becomes a larger and larger in that sense. We have used Jaisalmeri yellow stone, a white paint, and terracotta jali as a material. Though the railing has been designed in such a way that it feels like it is not really cutting down the entire mass, and still it is giving the idea of privacy also, and in terms of a safety also. When we have installed the brick jali, what we saw that jali was creating very interesting light and shadow pattern coming into the house, and throughout the day the pattern was changing, and the way it was falling on the wall behind the staircase, we decided that that staircase wall is going to become a canvas for us, and we thought of doing a very bright yellow color, which will also bring a vibrancy into the space where our entire interior palette is very subtle. Because of the client or old age couple, we have make sure that we are not using any kind of slippery material. So every entire house has been done into a matte finish vitrified tiles. All the furniture and every corners are rounded, so there are no chances of getting in some kind of physical trouble. We have kept our entire material palette very maintenance free. We try to create a very special detailing for each and every aspects we are designing. The way we have opening in the jali is the same kind of pattern has been followed in the main door as well, with the void and open kind of a situation, which was made into a teak wood, solid teak wood. Because the old age couple living here, the safety was a very major concern from that. We have put double glass glazed windows. With the double glazing, we have also put an aluminium safety grill. So it has added a 2 layer of safety from them. We have kept our entire material palette very minimal. We have a matte vitrified tiles. We have a matte Italian marble which is used for the staircase. We have a veneer which we have used for all our wooden furniture. There are no panelings as such which will allow the dust and the other things to stay, and with a very little effort the house can be cleaned. For any architect, the most important thing is how you have understood the brief and how that brief has been converted into a physical design. On the first floor and ground floor, you are not able to see anything except the houses all around. If you see the view from the terrace, it is almost like you can look at the entire horizon of the city.
મેં મારું જૂનું મકાન તોડીને નવું મકાન બનાવવાનો જ્યારે વિચાર કર્યો ત્યારે કેટલી સ્પેસ મળશે મને ખ્યાલ નહોતો, પણ નવું મકાન બન્યા પછી સ્પેશિયસ મકાન બન્યું, પ્લસ આખા ઘરમાં બધી જ વસ્તુ બહુ સુંદર બનાવી છે. લિવિંગ રૂમથી માંડી ઉપરનો ટેરેસ, માસ્ટર બેડરૂમ, ગેસ્ટ બેડરૂમ, કિચન, સેવા રૂમ બધું જ બહુ અતિ સુંદર બનાવ્યું છે.